guest now is Dave Saunders of Madison, Maine. And Dave, thanks so much for coming in and talking about entrepreneurship.
You either have to have your whole heart in it and make it your full-time thing, or it's really not going to get off the ground.
And remain glass half full.
Half full.
Positive.
Optimism always helps.
That's what we like. Dave Saunders, always nice to see you.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
advice.
If you're a business person and you're not on a social networking site, then you're probably missing out on a great free advertising opportunity. Dave Saunders is the president of Madison, Main, based right here in Richmond. They're going to do a new media seminar.
They're using it in a lot of ways. I mean, quite honestly, you just can't ignore it anymore. There's more than 200 million people on Facebook. Sites like LinkedIn, 30 million business people. You have to use it in the same way that people use it to socialize, and it's really social networking. It's about being social and networking with people.
Okay, and I understand that part of it, but how are businesses using it? Are they using it in a very direct way to market themselves, or are they using it in a little bit more indirect way?
It's probably unmarketing. It's really an indirect way to reach people. Sometimes you can do it directly. You can promote events, and you can connect to people that way through sites like Facebook. But a lot of times it's simply a customer service tool.
What's the first rule of social media? You got to be social. Just to give you an idea today, social media in terms of how big it is, 217 million people now on Facebook. It's the 5th largest country on the planet. When you add up all the people that are on social networking sites, and then you add up all the people that are actually using email, social media is more popular than email. We believe that new media has 3 main components. Creativity, it utilizes a technology, and it's interactive. Last summer, a guy made this contraption out of sausage and bacon and barbecue sauce, and he basically lattice worked the bacon around the sausage meat, and he threw it on the barbecue grill, and he created this like 40-pound pork log. And he called it like Pork Supreme or something like that. And it was like the 10th most viewed video on YouTube last year. So the idea is that when you know what the trends are, and when you're engaged in the space, you might be able to work it in. Now, I'm not saying that you as a realtor ought to have a bacon open house on Saturday or whatever, but you might be able to find something, you know what I'm saying, in that space that you can link bait, that's relevant, you know, that you can drive some interest there. That cheerful person that answers the phone and is the customer service superstar, the one that can talk to anybody about anything, that frontline employee that you just really depend on every day, that's the person you need to have in social media. That's the person you need to have representing your company. When you get there, there's a nav bar, and you just click on the nav bar, it opens up a new video. So you actually create websites through YouTube now. And that's pretty cool because YouTube, like I said, is the 3rd largest website in terms of people who visit it, but it's also the 2nd largest search engine. Do not put the cart in front of the horse. Fix those things first before you jump into the space, because they will eat you alive like a pool of piranha. And that's traditional media. The newspaper, TV stations, traditional media basically says, this is how it's going to be. And it's a very one-way conversation. With Web 2.0 and new media, it is a 2-way conversation. And so you need to participate in it. Web is 18 inches in front of you. And proportionally, it's actually bigger, even on a small monitor. And it's interactive. You have to touch things and push things and type things in order to make it to work. So when we treat the web like television, and we go, hi, how are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And I'd like to tell you about this one. People literally jump back from the computer because they're startled. I describe Twitter as like a giant cocktail party. It's really big. There's 38 million people at this party. Okay, and every time somebody new comes in, you kind of size them up. And if they come in going like, hey, me, look at this, I had this for breakfast, and blah, 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 read my blog, and you know, if somebody came into a cocktail party like that, you just shake your head and you ignore them. And it's the same thing in real life. Conversation is the electricity of social media. I'll repeat that. Conversation is the electricity of social media. Electricity is what generates broadcast, newspaper, even billboards. Everything that's in traditional media at some point in time is driven by electricity.